ladies and gentlemen. Well, I don't know what time you're watching the video, but it is morning for me. Looks like a very odd position, but I have the phone sitting in the dashboard because it makes it a whole lot easier for me to record and drive at the same time. Anywho, it is a beautiful Labor Day morning right now. I am in the car on the way to Chris's house, which is the fabricator that you all just met, Misfit Fab. I'm headed over there because for those not in the know, I've been saying for the longest that I wanted actual manual doors on the Mustang. So that way I can actually roll up and roll down the windows. So that way, if I do decide to drive it, it is not unbearable because I'm stuck in there with crappy lexan windows that I can barely see out of and I can't open or close them if it's hot outside, so on and so forth. So found a gentleman on Marketplace who had an entire white GT shell that he wanted to sell. But I was like, man, my wife would kill me if I brought a whole nother vehicle home. I just need the doors. So we worked out some horse trading. So I'm taking my doors in exchange for his because then he can still sell the shell with doors on it. So I am super excited about that. I will be to Chris's house in a few, and I have to drop off a bunch of stuff that is in the car for the Mustang anyway. They got a couple of oil pans, got a couple of knickknacks and didgeridoos that are going on the engine and so on and so forth. So yeah, it's gonna be a beautiful day. It's gonna be a long day because the guy that I'm doing the trading with lives in Commerce, which is about 2 hours away from me in Augusta. So I'm going now to get the doors, then I gotta come back home, grab my assortment of family members that are riding with me, and then I will be headed to Commerce. So yeah, it's gonna be a day. But I'm excited because yeah, the Mustang is going to be pretty complete. With 2 doors and door panels, another seat so that way I have 2 seats, and a carpet. I already have a center console. It'd be a pretty complete interior wise, you know, pretty street appearing street car, you know. So I'm big on functionality and the vehicle being able to do vehicle things. So being able to have a passenger and have carpet and opening doors with panels, all that stuff, that's luxury stuff to me as far as a race car is concerned. So yeah, all right, enough rambling. I will see you guys when I make it to Chris' house. Is that my hands? Golly. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I have made it. Mr. Misfit himself is doing house stuff. So we already came up with a little game plan before I cut the camera on. So if I can get in here and get to those hinges, that one there and that one there, I can avoid having to take the fenders off, which I'm hoping is the case because I do not want to take the fenders off. I was kind of worried about the size of the doors, but it looks like that'll be just fine to get in the back of old Big Susie over there. So I'm going to see if I can get the ball rolling from this side because, like I said, I do not feel like taking the fenders off because it's a little more work and a little more invasive than I would like to be right now. I'm trying to do this relatively quickly so I can hit the road and get on to Commerce. So let's see what we can make happen in very short. All right, y'all, the little bit of elbow grease, we have an actual race car now. There are no doors. You can see it in all of its Fox body glory. And this thing is ready to go extremely fast. I need to bring that center console up because I do have a center console that you all saw from when Jacob brought me the that Fox that I stripped all that stuff off of. And yeah, what else we got? So what I'm bringing today, because there goes the out with the old, he gets a pack of diapers, some PTFE, which I don't think I need to leave that, but I'll probably put it in the car so I don't lose it. That is the spacer, the 2-liter spacer that goes on the intake manifold. So that way we won't have a clearance issue with the throttle body. Water neck, which I already showed you guys. This is the, I think, believe the thermostat. Yeah, thermostat, swivelly neck, and a couple of pans. Because again, that pan will only be used out of necessity. If it instantly works and it clears everything and no work has to be done, then that makes sense as the route to go. But if that is not the case and some work still needs to be done, it kind of just makes more sense to modify possibly the steel pan, the stock steel pan, which a lot of folks have done. You just kind of move the sump portion forward and balloon it out or whatever. And then that way I will have a good rear wheel drive pan that will clear over the K-member. Right now it is boxed up and ready to rock. Whew. Well, them doors was a little bit of a B-word, but it's not that bad. We weren't out here that long. It's probably about a 10-minute process because a lot of stuff was already out the way. Didn't have to take any fender liners out of the way or anything like that. But what I'm about to do now is, Chris said, just take a wire brush and see if we can just clean up some of this cancer and brush it on up, get it nice and bare metally, and then spray it. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that now, so that way when I get back with the new doors, it will already be done and I won't have to worry about spraying it and having to let it dry, because it'll be good and dried up by the time I return. So I'm about to get on that. All right, I failed to show you guys the before, but this is the after. It does look a whole lot better than it did. As you can see, still some in the door itself, but it is not all the way through. It was all pretty superficial. And there's like little areas layered up. You can see the stuff falling, but once I cleaned a lot of that is chips falling off from where I was just wheeling this stuff down. I am gonna give me a tetanus shot directly after this, just to ensure I don't die. But yeah, so I'm getting ready to spray this area up. I'll show y'all the before and after on the driver's side. It'll be a little bit better. Maybe the sun won't be doing its gleamy thing as bad. But yeah, so you can see it is not as bad as I thought. Like I said, I don't like that, but it is not all the way through. It is still extremely solid. Can't poke a screwdriver through it. So yeah, I feel like I will be just fine. With my beautiful Michelangelo-esque painting skills, this is what we now have in the jam. Like I said, Valspar for the win. No, I'm not a huffer. I just like the way paint smells. All right, here we go. So this is before on the driver's side. So I'm gonna do a little scraping and scrubbing just so y'all can see. It looks absolutely abhorrible, but it is not as bad once you get some of that stuff off, which you're about to see in a few seconds, thanks to the magic of YouTube, because it's gonna take me a while, but it's not gonna take you guys a while. As you can see, definitely looks a lot better. Now you can tell that it is just primarily surface. Like I said, that area, like a lot of it looks a whole lot worse than it is. If I could take, I probably should at some point take the fenders off and do this treatment to the entire area up under there to avoid any future cancer spots. But for right now, this is ample. All the stuff is solid. And now I'm about to go ahead and give it a fresh coat of white. Now, I'm not sure because I'm not an expert, but I feel like this is exactly what it looked like when it rolled off of the assembly line floor back in 1990. And I feel like I'm right. Nobody can tell me otherwise. But it looks absolutely amazing. Shout out to Valspar. Y'all should sponsor us. Myself and Misfit, because we is rocking with the Satan paint. That white Satan right there. There you go. All right. So I'm gonna get ready to throw all of the extra accoutrement over there into the car and get ready to make this arduous journey on to Commerce, Georgia. Hopefully I can get there and back soon enough. I'm about to hit the guy up and see if he will allow me to come sooner, because he said like 1 or something like that. And I'm not trying to be doing things that late. I got it pretty early. Fortunately, Chris is a early bird too. So yeah, let me get all this stuff dropped in the car and I will hit you guys on my back road. All right, guys, I have made it to Commerce. This is my new friend, Zach, and he is helping me out here. We are getting this bad boy, I can't say stripped. I'm kind of sad, though, because it actually has a lot more nice stuff than I really could have bargained for. He wanted me to take the whole thing, but I was like, look, man, my wife will absolutely kill me, so I'm just coming to get the doors. So, like I said, y'all saw I took those doors off earlier. We're getting these doors off now. You know what? I didn't think about taking those doors off with the door closed. It probably made a lot of sense. This is actually a very, very, very nice example of a shell. Look at that. It is gray, and it's a very, very nice gray, like a very light ash gray. But anywho, we're gonna get these doors stripped off and thrown in the back of the truck and head on back to, well, I gotta go to South Carolina to put them on my Mustang, but we're gonna ride on back to the house and show you guys what it looks like when it's on the car. So I'll see you guys in a second, even though it's gonna take me like 4 hours. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it was not as bad as I thought. We used all of our old man strength to get the doors on. It really wasn't that bad. The biggest thing is, I don't know if I'll be able to see down in there, but where the, yep, right there, perfect, boom. So you see that hole right there? Behind that is like a floating bracket. So there's 3 holes. There's one for the middle, and then let me try to see how to demonstrate this on my hands. So this hole's for the middle one, and then these 2 on the outside. Behind those holes that you just saw is a bracket that has the part that threads and it moves freely. So because of that, it was a little bit of a B word, but once we got it all figured out and squared away and lined up, I have good, real good doors. They have seen better days, but it looks like they will clean up nice, and they do this number right here. Oh, look at that. There's a Chris and a Judy. What a coinky dink. So, and they close wonderfully. They are gray. When I first saw the car, all I saw was one picture, and it looked white, but it was on the trailer in the daytime, and the car was all one color, and it actually looked pretty good. I don't know if you can tell. It's actually a pretty nice gray. And from the video that I showed y'all earlier when I was there picking them up, the whole car actually was pretty decent. But yeah, but I am ecstatic, needless to say. I think that's about it for today. This was the whole purpose, was getting doors. And shout out to Chris for knowing exactly. He was like, yeah, it's a 13. I was like, all right, cool. So before I went, I grabbed every 13 known to man that I had at the house, so that way I wouldn't run into any problems. Fortunately, Zach out there in Commerce, he had the tool, you know, he had the electric ratchet and all that kind of stuff too, so it made life a little bit easier. But yeah, that is that for Fonda for today. Look at that, just looks like a race car. I might just leave him gray, I don't know. No, I'm just playing. I'm gonna paint the whole thing white with who's that we use? Not Rust-Oleum,
Valspar.
Valspar. So you're gonna get a Valspar paint job, that Satan white paint. Yep. So once again, in conclusion, that is how Fonda sits right now. We were messing with the hatch for a little while. I'm getting ready to go pick up another hatch, but Chris gave me a brilliant idea, because I was thinking about replacing the whole hatch, but he was like, nah, just take the spoiler off. So I'm getting the whale tail kind that does not have this opening down here. You will not be able to see that. So I'm definitely excited about that. Got to go, I don't know, I'll probably just throw it on the top of the truck and ratchet it down or something, because I don't have a utility trailer and nobody with a pickup truck is available right now. So you got to make do with what you got. So that being said, as always, like, share, comment, subscribe, all those good things. Don't forget to go check out Misfit Fab, wherever Chris is, somewhere over there. And don't take no wooden nickels. Don't let the man hold you down. And don't be good, be great. Up like an elevator headed to the pen. Feeling Superman, call me Joppa Kent. Got me bent. If you thinking you can overthrow my squad, oh my God, no face shaking when you see